Dubai. This is the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the region is talking about. Today on the Lovin Dubai show, we're going to mark 2 years since October 7th in Gaza. And we're going to talk about Gaza's enduring spirit following the death of over 68,000 Palestinians.
And a new tiered sugar tax system announced in the UAE.
UAE is warning about heavy penalties for e-fraud and fines up to 1 million dirham.
And pet lovers are coming together to help this warehouse worker keep his adopted pup.
In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 28 to 39 degrees. Today on the Lovin Dubai show, we're going to mark 2 years since October 7th. 2023, 2 years of destruction, displacement and heartbreak in Gaza. In that time, Israel has killed over 68,000 Palestinians, with some reports suggesting the real death toll could be much, much higher, with many people still under the rubble and unaccounted for.
More than 2,700 families have been wiped from Gaza's civil registry. Over 270 journalists and 1,670 healthcare workers have been killed. 1.9 million people, 90% of Gaza's population, are displaced. 78% of the strip lies in the ruins, and 440 people, including 147 children, have reportedly died from starvation.
Horrific times. And for the first time in 2 years, we're hoping, praying for a chance of peace. There is a proposal supported by the UAE, supported by Jordan, Indonesia, Pakistan, Turkey, Saudi, Qatar and Egypt. We spoke about it yesterday, which could bring an end to the atrocities that are happening. Under US President Donald Trump's plan, all Israeli hostages, alive or deceased, would be released within 72 hours of both sides accepting the agreement.
The strikes would stop immediately, paving the way for a ceasefire and humanitarian aid. Both sides have agreed in principle, a move that regional leaders call a real opportunity for lasting peace. However, until the bombs stop, the people will not feel at peace.
Around the world, people have taken to the streets calling for justice and an end to the suffering. We've seen protests at university campuses in the States, the streets of Sydney, across Europe. Global voices continue to rise in solidarity with the people of Palestine.
2 years on, Gaza's resilience endures, and now more than ever, we hope this is the moment for peace, for Gaza to heal, and for leaders to finally move toward a lasting two-state solution.
And in line with that, we had an update yesterday from the UAE specifically on a call with, so it was the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, reaffirming support for finding a two-state solution. He was on a call with Jordan's King Abdullah bin al-Hussein, and both sides underlining the importance of advancing efforts to establish peace on a two-state solution, which will help achieve lasting stability and security in the region. So we support our leadership's efforts in these endeavours.
Yeah, we definitely do. And right now, all we're hoping for is for the bombs and for the strikes to stop. This is the most important thing. But what we're not currently thinking about is, hopefully, as soon as this approval concludes and it's put into action and the ceasefire happens, what is going to happen after? What is going to happen to the people? How will they make up for all the ruins? How will they be able to go back to homes? How will they be able to go back to real life? Because almost all of Gaza is wiped out. All of the homes are taken down. The campuses are taken down. The mosques are taken down. The hospitals are ruined. What is there left in Gaza? How can people go back to living other than just staying in tent? This is the beginning of what's going to happen in the future. Are they just going to depend on people's support from abroad? Are they just going to depend from funds? What is going to happen after?
It's a really good point, and there's many unanswered questions, and I think that's the scary thing, in that we don't know. But I think when you hear about all of the solutions being put forward, I think people on the ground just simply say we just need the bombs to stop.
100%.
And that's the first step. And if we can achieve that after 2 years, the fact that we're still sitting here and we're
discussing a ceasefire plan after 2 years is...
And looking at the horrific images behind us of the devastation and destruction that's taken place to people's homes. So the first step is for the bombs to stop. And then the next step is finding a lasting solution for the Palestinian people to have their home. Let's move into our next story. We're talking about an update on sugar tax.
So a new tiered sugar tax system announced in the UAE. So big news for anyone with a sweet tooth. The UAE Ministry of Finances have confirmed that a new sugar-based drink tax will kick on January 1st, 2026. So right now, all sugary drinks are taxed at a flat 50%, but under the new system, the more the sugar the drink has, the higher the tax. So drinks with less sugar, they'll be taxed less. So the change lines up with the UGCC rules and aims to encourage healthier choices while pushing brands to cut down on sugar.
The ministry says the move supports the UAE's long-term health goals, tackling issues like obesity, diabetes, while keeping the tax system fair and easy for businesses to follow. So come 2026, your favourite fizzy might just get a little pricier or cheaper depending on how sweet it is. It's a really interesting concept to do a tiered system. And you think about income tax isn't coming, don't freak out, but if they're looking at tiered systems for certain taxes, you never know. It could be like, well, you know, corporations are getting taxed because they're earning a certain amount of money. So I think it's great. Do I want to know how much sugar is in my drink? Probably not.
I think if you saw an increase in the price, then you definitely know that there is a lot of sugar in your drink.
Yeah. Will they have ratings though? Because you know the way these pop drinks are generally not too expensive, like a couple of dirham.
They're not very expensive. But unless if it's an energy drink, I think that what they want to add taxes on is mostly the energy drink because they can have a lot of sugar. Energy drinks, and it already makes you pop for some reason. It makes your eyes widen with the energy drinks. So,
do you drink energy drinks?
No, but sometimes from time to time I just crave it. I need that surge or immediate energy because I know it has a lot of sugar. So that's why I drink it. For example, if I'm on the way to Abu Dhabi and I need that energy, I drink energy drinks.
I was on holidays with someone this summer and they would drink like 4 or 5 of these. 4 or 5 a day.
It's just really bad for your heart, by the way. It's really bad to drink energy drinks.
Oh, I say that with a smile, but now I'm worried for that person. Would it be helpful, to have, and it's something not UAE restaurants don't have, but like a mark on the packaging that like rates it. So this is 5, like let's say it's like 5 out of 5 top sugar content. Or like, does it make a difference to you, for example, if you go to a restaurant and it's got the calorie count of the meal, would you reconsider your choice if you saw that your pancake stack, I saw an amazing pancake stack this weekend.
Now it's just going to make me self-conscious.
No, but I'm just thinking, like, I saw this amazing pancake stack and I had ordered something else and now I want to go back to this place and get the pancake stack. But would you reconsider your choices if it was a super high calorie count?
Okay, this will make me consider, Yeah, definitely it will make me consider. Either I'll have it because I'm already there.
Yeah.
But I would minimize what I eat later. Like I would consider like, okay, I had pancakes full of sugar, full of calories, high calories meal. So maybe I'll skip dinner today.
I think it's good to, well, not skip dinner, but you just eat like healthier later. But I think it's really important for consumers to have this information.
Yeah.
Like health is everything.
Health is definitely, you're right.
And I can justify a pancake stack, by the way. I'm like, it's basically carbs and carbs is good. So like, and it's a bit of sugar. And I don't think sugar is in my head. You know the way we all have our own perceptions of what's actually true?
Yeah.
I actually don't think like sugary syrups and sugary sweets are bad for me. I think they're... they're non-calories because it's like quick. It's a non-calorie. That's in my head. So I actually need to be told what's in my pancake stack or what's in my sugary drink.
As long as you're taking it with limitations and considerations, like you don't have it a lot. If it's just, it's one bite, it won't hurt.
One plate. But this is the thing is like, if you're going, of course, if you're eating your balanced diet and you're just going for your pancake stack at the weekend, fine. But it's
having it
if you're consistently making poor health choices, and the issues here that were mentioned are diabetes and obesity. Mm-hmm. And if you're having health problems, then a visual representation of, oh wait, what I'm eating actually isn't very good for me constantly is a strong reminder.
You know what? I will say something like, honestly, if I saw on my energy drinks, or for example, sugary drinks that has a higher tax and I have to pay more, it will make me reconsider, yes.
I think so too.
It will work on me. Just like how they did it on tobacco, like they increased the prices on it.
Well, but they've put in, I don't know if it's here, but in Ireland, they've put those really triggering images of like what happens to your lungs.
Oh yeah, they do that the same here.
And it doesn't stop
danger.
people.
It doesn't stop people.
It doesn't stop. Well, it should do. Maybe it does. But anyway, so that's coming in 2026. The price of your pop may go up or down depending on how sugary it is.
If it went down, then you're lucky.
Exactly.
Moving on to our next story of the day, the UAE warns of heavy penalties for e-fraud. So fines could lead up to 1 million dirhams. So the Abu Dhabi Judicial Department has sounded the alarm on the rising threat of electronic fraud, reminding residents that e-fraud in the UAE carries some of the toughest penalties in the region. So offenders face at least 1 year behind bars and a fine that can climb up to 1 million dirhams. The law covers a wide range of offences, including unlawfully seizing property, benefits or bonds through digital channels, using fake identities or deploying online tricks to deceive and extract money.
Authorities stress that these measures are part of the UAE's broader efforts to combat crime and protect residents in an increasingly digital economy. Officials are urging the public to remain cautious when sharing personal data, avoid suspicious links and messages, and always verify the authenticity of your online transactions. Residents are also encouraged to report any suspected fraud attempts directly, and this is very helpful because I think we see these fraud attempts all the time. If you see one, report it directly via official UAE cybercrime hotlines, which they have, and also police channels.
The warnings come as cases of phishing, fake investment offers, and social media scams continue to rise worldwide, making vigilance and awareness the first line of defense. So let's take actually, we have to be very careful of those online things. Be a bit more cautious. We always sit here and talk about those scams and phishing and the online e-frauds and being careful of them. We've spoke about our cases and everything. I think we've done it enough.
Yeah. You know what I think though? Have you heard that? Anyone who's seen Mean Girls is going to understand this phrase, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist. In terms of fines for these fraudsters, the only thing that's going to tackle the fraudulent problem is massive fines and
100%.
imprisonment. So the limit does not exist in terms of the fines that you should put on these people. And I thank Dubai Police for being so strict on it. And then the second thing is we get quite a lot of messages of people who've been frauded, who've been scammed. We talk about the stories here. There are ways you need to report it directly. The police want to know. They want to know your problems. They can solve it. So there are specific hotlines and directly via the Dubai Police as well. We should probably do an update on that on our feed at some point, and we shall. But that's amazing. But I would just say the third thing is yesterday I was making a purchase for a costume for a video that's going to go live on Lovin Dubai very soon, teaser. And it was through a party app, a party website, but I ended up on WhatsApp with someone. And it was like late at night, I was trying to get the costume to my house. And they were like, oh, just send the money via payment link. And I was like, no. Now, the person had been so helpful for like an hour, checking stock, checking for options. And then we agreed on the time, we agreed on the delivery, we agreed they were going to get it in the evening. And then they said the payment link, and I was like, this could be a scam.
Did they send it through, how did the payment link look?
So it looked legitimate. I had got the WhatsApp number from a website, which is a reputable store in Dubai. Went onto the WhatsApp, having a conversation where the person is extremely helpful. But the payment link had two T's. The payment app that they were using is PAYMENTT. I was like, not tonight.
Did you say anything?
Yeah, so I said, I'm a bit nervous about scams. And she was like, don't worry, ma'am, it's safe. And I was like, okay, paid.
All she had to say was, okay. So all she had to say, don't worry, ma'am, it's safe.
And I was like, I don't have the time for this.
You know what?
We need the costume.
You're so easy to scam.
I know. But I did think about the fact that they had been extremely helpful for like an hour. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm not paying this scam. And then she's like, but we can't send the delivery driver because it's a third-party service unless we pay them in advance, and therefore you need to pay us. So it's like, okay, fine.
Would you be able to find the number online on the actual page of this costume store? If you found it online, then it's legitimate. Maybe it's just part of their sales team.
Well, the costume arrived.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's all good.
Yeah. Speaking of like putting your credit cards and everything, we have a colleague that lost 6K by saving their card details online.
What?
Yeah. Someone from the US.
Someone from the US?
Yeah, was just got her debit card digits and was stealing money from her. So that's, and this is what I'm trying to say is, try to put your credit card because it's easier to dispute if anything happens. So any online purchases, use your credit card instead of your debit card. Because debit card is your hard-earned money. Credit card, it's easier to dispute with the bank.
I think we're a city of online purchasers.
Yeah.
And anyways, there's the scam stories for you. Let's move on to our final story
Of the day.
A heartwarming story that took over our feeds this weekend. Pet lovers are coming together to help Kumar, this warehouse worker, keep his adopted pup. So here's what's been happening over the last couple of months. A couple of months ago, Kumar, who is a warehouse worker, he found a tiny, fragile, week-old puppy in Al Quoz, and Kumar decided to take care of him. And though Kumar doesn't have much himself, he wanted to give Tassan, the puppy's name, everything he could, from food, shelter, and unconditional love. He raised Tassan as his own, making sure he was fed, safe, and cherished. And the two live together in the warehouse where Kumar works.
He brought Tassan with him from Al Quoz, Sharjah, and now they are in DIP. Despite difficult living conditions and disapproving management, Kumar always kept his best friend close. However, the warehouse has now relocated with a strict no pets policy, leaving Tassan without a home. So pet lovers like April are coming together to help relocate the pup to Kumar's family home in Sri Lanka. Kumar is really happy to know this option exists rather than completely losing his dog. So right now we're working to find Tassan's relocation. Yeah, that's
April
a thing.
legend, Dubai legends, knowing what's important.
This is so cute. It's just because those pets, they become part of your family, and you don't know what they've been through together, and to just let go of your pet after so many years, it's so difficult.
It's so sad, and I love the pet community in Dubai because they feel for these animals, and they'll do whatever it takes to keep an animal with its owner. I've seen other stories like this before. I saw someone basically put on probably the Dogs in Dubai Facebook community page saying, I'm going through real hardship. They listed everything, and they're like, I'm going to lose my dog. And then the people were like, look, what do you need to keep your dog with you? And I think the person who was posting was a regular contributor to the page. So they understood that he did love his dog, and he'd probably rescued the dog in the beginning. So the story of the dog was there. And so the people came together. Like, people come together in this city in such amazing ways. In that particular story, they provided food for this dog. What's that?
That's mint.
Mint tea. Very nice.
No, not mint tea. Mint with lemon. Anyways.
Healthy.
I'm just having a sore throat. That's why I can't speak.
Okay, healthy. They provided amazing care for this person's animal while he was struggling. And then when he got back up at his feet, I think the dog went back to him. Like, what amazing. Like, people here are such strong community people. It's less talked about, but it's there.
And we have a really big pet community here. I think, honestly, I'll be very honest with you. I never knew those pet communities existed before Lovin Dubai. And I think we have to give credit for the writers here in the studio and in our company, because they always, whenever those pet communities send us messages across or they send us pictures, we immediately post about it. And it made me be introduced to such community and to see how amazing those people are. Like the people that we had on the show before, like Arij, like Penalties, their whole stories, they're people that, there were normal individuals like me and you that offered homes for those stray cats or for those cats, or rehoming those cats and keeping them in their own personal houses. So to see people like that are caring so much for their animals, you just see how sensitive they are. They see how great of a person they are, like how great of a person they are to be able to have, I don't know, like over 10 cats in one house. And to see a story like that, to understand that they might have like a really good personal relationship, and to help them relocate it. Although this relocation, the separation might cause a little bit of separation anxiety, but still, still part of Kumar's family.
Kumar is going to Sri Lanka.
He's going to Sri Lanka?
He's going to Sri Lanka.
Oh, I thought he was still here.
Well, I think, no, the community coming together is getting the option to rehome him to Kumar's family in Sri Lanka. No, sorry, Tassan is going to Sri Lanka. Speaking of those amazing people, Arish, who we had on the show, she actually posted 1 day ago with a 50,000 dirham reward for their cat Felfel, who was missing in the Jumeirah living community. However, one comment says the cat was found last night.
Yeah.
Cat was found last night. But yeah, 50,000 dirham reward for a missing cat in Dubai. People love animals.
50,000 dirhams, wow.
Anyway.
It's a soul.
Exactly. Very, very cute and amazing people here in this city, always looking out for their loved ones and animals here in the UAE. That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. Thank you, Masa.
Thank you, Casey.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.